Hello and welcome to the Blue Tapes. I'm Derek,
I'm Dominic.
And I'm Caden.
and today we're going to be talking about freshman year.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It was a great time, but it was a terrible time.
Indeed it was. So, what we have today is I have created a list in a top 10 list that isn't actually a top 10 list. It's in no particular order of tips for upcoming freshmen in high school.
We're going to tell you guys how to not suck.
Even though
Exactly.
you're all...
So what is going to be going on is I'm going to be telling the list one by one, and we are going to be commenting on each one. Maybe tell you guys a few stories, and
We'll see how the night goes.
Yep.
All right. So without wasting any more time, I'm just going to go ahead and read number one. So I feel like a big misconception going into high school is that all the upperclassmen just want to beat up on the freshmen, which is completely untrue. It's more of a unspoken hatred.
Yeah. Yeah. See, we just find the underclassmen annoying. We don't really want to kill them. We're just like, okay, get out of my way.
Really, it's no upperclassman wants to beat up the freshmen. We just want to stay as far away from them as possible.
Exactly.
You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. You guys walk down the halls and the seniors will part like the Red Sea. We don't want anything to do with you.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Okay, so...
By the way, just throwing this out there real quick, me and Dominic have not heard this list. This is the first time we've heard it.
No, first time.
So, unscripted.
It's a good list. It's a good list, I think.
Yeah. So far, so good.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and move on to number two.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of freshmen going in, especially in our experience, they don't really have good school spirit.
Yeah.
And they think it's kind of like a popularity thing. They think they're being cool by but I feel like if a freshman wants to get in with the upperclassmen, the best thing to do is show school spirit.
Oh yeah.
Just
definitely.
Yeah. I can see that.
So showing up to student section football games or basketball games or whatever.
And then cheering and not just sitting in the back with your girlfriend or boyfriend. You actually have to be doing the chants with them.
Yeah.
Because, to us upperclassmen, it would be annoying when we would try to get chants going and then, the freshmen, sophomores wouldn't do it because, that's stupid.
I'm too cool to do school chants.
Yeah.
Yeah, match the energy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like some of our best memories actually came from student section.
Oh, absolutely.
In high school.
It did, because that was the only year that all three of us were able to be at football games in the student section together, and having the senior and junior class leading the student sections at basketball games was unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
See, okay, not to toot our horn or anything like that, but I thought our class was pretty good about being school spirited freshman year.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think our class was so ready to get out of middle school that we were so excited to get out of the high school.
We were finally.
And I think Dominic, you wanted to touch on it, but the freshman year, should I say his school name? I'm going to say school name.
Go for it.
The Columbia City football game.
Yeah. Yeah, so freshman year, we had a pretty dang good football team. Not gonna lie.
And then the other years it just kind of
slow.
Yeah, well, we don't need to talk about that. But
that's another story for another
whole episode on that alone.
Okay, but anyway, so our freshman year, we had this guy named Garrett Elder. Oh
What
man,
a
was he a
legend.
stud. Okay, so basically, this guy was fast and he was shifty. So, I mean, he could make anybody miss on the football field. But anyways, he was just one of the players, and then we just had an entire senior class of athletes that helped along with it. But our freshman
Sure.
year, um, so Columbia City High School is twice the size of Whitco High School. But for some reason we play them. It's a county rival.
Yeah, count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so freshman year it was Columbia City versus Whitco at Whitco, and we all knew that this was going to be like the last chance that we could beat them. And so like I don't even know how many people were at that game.
All of
There
us.
were a crap ton. Well, but like all in total, like parents, fans,
Yeah,
There's a
there
lot
were
of people.
a ton of
it felt
people.
like the entire town was there to see that one.
Yeah, yeah. And so, long story short, we ended up winning that game.
Woo woo.
But I mean, my, oh man, I just remember all three of our voices were just gone by the end of
Yeah,
that.
I forgot about that. Because we had a JV football game the
Yeah,
next morning,
yeah, that was,
and then I remember we stormed the field afterwards, and
Yeah, I
Caden rode
did.
out on my
yeah.
back.
There's a
I
video of it.
actually,
Everyone's
wait,
sprinting on the field, and then like 3 seconds later, it's us.
but okay, yeah, I actually have a picture of like people storming the field after that game. But yeah, so that was just like one of the coolest experiences was beating our rival that was 2 times bigger than us in football. But
hmm But yeah. Anyways,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
school
school spirit.
spirit.
Oh yeah.
It's good. Okay,
Yep.
number 3. I feel like this one kind of goes without say, but I put it on the list. But I feel like going into freshman year, you know, they're kind of still in that mindset of like, I don't really care about school. But like, I feel like grades, if you start worrying about your grades, even in
Yeah.
middle school, it can really help you
Yeah.
throughout high school.
Well, and that yeah, like that's happened to a few of our buds. But the
hmm
one I'm thinking of, like, he didn't really try so hard freshman year. But then sophomore, junior, senior, he kicked it into gear, but it still wasn't enough to like he wasn't top or like I don't know. Like he could have done a lot better, like ranking wise and stuff like that, if he had like gotten after it freshman year. But he just
Yeah.
he didn't. But
And grades aren't everything. Like you don't have to spend
yeah,
all day every day worrying about, but
No.
having good grades and caring about your school will open up more opportunities to have a better high school experience as a whole, especially freshman year.
yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
freshman year, like it's almost easy to get good grades, and so I mean, you don't really have to try that hard to get good grades, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, if you start worrying about it in freshman year, then it's a lot easier to do better
yeah,
in the
yeah.
years
Well,
following. But
and
yeah.
all three of us benefited from that senior year because we all had like half days. So we just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
so obviously we went to class for half the day, but then we just spent the rest of the day in the tech room, or at least I did. You guys went to work like good little boys, but
Yeah, that's actually a good if you like start early, then you can get the
yeah,
classes out of the way in senior year. You can do
yeah.
work-based learning or
Yeah, like
whatever
we
you're
we
Which
would not
studying.
Caden and
do that if we hadn't cared at least a little bit about our
yeah,
grades.
yeah, like you and Derek,
Yeah.
you guys, yeah, you actually cared, and you guys did work-based learning, and I always wish that I would have done that. Like, obviously, I cared and everything, and I probably could have done work-based learning, but I wish that I would have done work-based learning because
Yeah.
that just sounds like you getting paid during the school day.
start
Senior year,
building
having a half day
relationships
was
with
pretty
teachers.
nice, and we wouldn't have been able to do it if we hadn't cared a little bit. Like,
Hmm.
like it's so underrated, the joy of not having to go to school until like 9:30 in the
Yeah.
morning instead of 8, and then getting to leave while everyone else is at lunch, and you just wave goodbye and go on with your day.
Well, and I think like it almost goes without say, but like you have to say it, like getting that extra hour of sleep is so nice.
It is, and it especially having that every day. I was able to go to
Yeah.
the volleyball games and the football games and do all that stuff and not have to worry about being dead first period the next morning.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to worry about, like waking up for work when I finally changed my schedule. But aside from that,
Ah, hey, details, details.
details.
Number 4
Yeah,
Holy cow.
is
that's
you
another
got to
That's like
episode
build
as well.
relationships with teachers because it honestly makes your
that's
high school
like
experience so much better.
that's a huge one that nobody realizes. Because like, yeah, you get,
Yeah,
and I mean, you can probably get made fun of it, but like being a
yeah,
teacher's pet, like, yeah, you get made fun of for it, but it pays off. Like, yeah, because in
Like
my
I
experience, I've been
definitely
like,
not fit in high school if I hadn't made those relationships.
what was I gonna say? Oh, you can use um like the teachers that you build relationships with to get job references and like for jobs in college and stuff.
Yeah,
mhm. I was gonna say, and like in my experience, like I've been like, hey, like I have a ton of stuff tonight. Like, can you help me out? Can you like give me an extra day on this? And like with the kids that are like not the greatest, most teachers are going to be like, no, you got to do it tonight. But like if they
Yeah,
like you, they'll be like, okay, I can give you until tomorrow or the next day or whatever. But yeah, I think that's a really big one that nobody notices.
yeah, and don't just look at teachers, look at staff as a whole, because for the three of us, one of our best uh, like student staff relationship was the tech lady at our school.
Yeah,
And I think our high school experience would have been so much different if we didn't have her,
yeah.
because we could escape to her room. We hung out there before and after school and during passing periods. And
Hmm.
uh, when days that are rougher than others, we had her that we could always go to. And it's very important to build relationships with the
Yeah,
staff members at your school.
yeah. Well, and like especially with her, like we could, if we were late to a class, like she was that cool kind of teacher slash staff that would like write you a pass so that way you weren't late. And those relationships just really help.
And we could use her as an excuse to ditch class and go play PlayStation in an
Yep.
abandoned classroom.
Yep. Oh man. Wait, are you talking about junior year when we did that with Strayer?
Yeah, it was like the last day of semester, and we just
Yep.
spent the whole day playing Call of Duty, and
We
we
were like,
used her
oh,
as our excuse.
we were like, oh, she needs us to help her carry boxes or something like that. And then
She's
we just
rearranging,
yeah, and we just went and played Call of Duty.
but we still went and saw her and was like, "We're checking in," and then she
Yep.
gave us passes to go play Call of Duty, so we wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
the next one I feel like it kind of goes along with school spirit, but join clubs and sports
I can
Yes,
see it.
because like yeah, they can make your high school experience a lot better.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
relationships with students is just as important as the staff members, and joining those clubs and sports and stuff like that's how you do that.
Yeah, because like me and Dominic, we were both in football and track, and then Caden, you were in track for 1 year and middle school, I guess. But and then yeah,
Yeah, I did theater and
theater.
cross
Yeah.
country.
Oh yeah, I forgot about cross country.
Everyone does.
I think that's the truth.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like the popular
Yeah.
ones like football and theater, like even the bowling team, the academic teams. Like just join anything that you want, and that's how you'll get your in.
Well, and I feel like they have something for everybody. Like for the
Yeah.
kids who are more intellectually gifted, they have the academic teams, and for the kids who are more athletically gifted, they have obviously sports and stuff like that.
Even for the drug addicts, they got the hacky sack club. Like there's something for everybody.
Gosh. But
You can't
I
tell me I'm wrong.
I mean you won't. But but I mean I think because we all like obviously we all got involved in something. But like we wouldn't have had the friendships that we did if we wouldn't have gotten involved in those things.
Yeah.
Because like, well, I guess Derek and I were friends from class, but Caden and I like we were involved in Peacekeepers. That's how we
That's
became friends.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Well, well, you don't
Well,
join
we were
peacekeepers.
recruited, but
You're like
we
chosen.
still had the choice to do it and take hold of that opportunity.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
me. I
you
was
didn't have the
chosen.
opportunity, but we still love you.
but anyways,
Well,
yep. And we can
should we get a
go to
quick
the
break in?
bathroom.
I'm gonna go get a beverage.
Hopefully, figure out
Yeah.
the connection issues. Yeah, we'll be right back after this short commercial break. Sorry to interrupt our incredible conversation, but I need to tell you guys about Anchor. So, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast because, unlike other apps, it is 100% free to use. And also, there are tons of creation tools right in the app that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership by reading ads like I am currently doing right now. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one app. So, if you're interested, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Now, back to the conversation.
And welcome back to the Blue Tapes. I hope you enjoyed that lovely message from Derek. Derek, what do you have to say about that message?
Hello. It's great. Hope you enjoyed the wonderful ad that I read.
Or hope you enjoyed
that
your
you read.
bathroom break. Hope everything came out all right.
I didn't I didn't read the ad. It was spoken from the heart. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
jumping right back into the list, number 6 is a
Yep.
big one for me. If you're a freshman, nobody wants to see you make out with your
Oh, no.
significant other in the halls.
Give gap.
I feel like a lot of this could have.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I feel like that could go for a lot of
Yeah.
seniors and
Well,
juniors
but
as well.
also freshmen because
But
they're at a new school and they think
yeah,
oh,
definitely
I can
freshmen.
do whatever I want, and it's like nope, you can't. But do you
Yeah,
guys?
it's kind of a given
Yeah.
to the upperclassmen because we see it happen and we're like, yeah, don't do that. But the freshmen coming in, we had a lot looser PDA rules, so they didn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
So they just had at it.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember the the area right by the stairs in lower A where like most
Oh yeah,
people or like
yeah.
where everybody would make out.
Because
Yeah,
nobody
well, now we have
monitored that
cameras there.
area.
Which was very
Yeah.
annoying. But
I know we're not done with number 6 yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw number 7 out because it's kind of
okay.
deals with the same thing. But like, okay, freshmen, you're no longer in middle school. Let's show a little class. Let's not It's not like be stupid, getting
Like just middle school immaturity. Yeah.
exactly.
Well, and like for most kids, like at least for me, like when I went to high school, it scared me too much to where like I wasn't that immature anymore because I was too afraid of what like the seniors or juniors would think of me. But but you always have those kids who
Yeah,
and it's like, no, you need to care.
yeah,
But
Yeah. For the love of God, to the freshmen, don't
but yeah,
smash toilets.
and don't
yeah.
don't run
Oh
in the
jeez.
halls.
It's plenty of
You have
time.
5 minutes to get to class.
Wow.
You don't need to
We
be
know some
sprinting.
some seniors.
Like my wonderful
Yeah.
Yes,
profile picture.
Very.
he's excused.
We have a
But
we have a kid in our senior class who would sprint to classes. He was he was something. I'll say that. So
he
yep,
We
was a
love
joy.
him.
with all of our might. Okay.
Indeed, we do. Okay, number 8. It's kind of cliche, but honestly, just like be yourself, because like don't like dress how other people want you to dress, and like just like do whatever you want, really. Obviously, like within the dress code, and like just like don't act the way like other people. Like it's kind of cliche, but I
Wearing
don't
their
know.
birthday suit to school every day.
Yeah, obviously, don't do that.
Who did we have that like wore a dress? We had somebody that wore a dress to school one time, right?
Well, we had Isaiah Huber do
Wasn't
that
that
a couple times.
okay? That's who it was. I couldn't remember.
I wore a dress to school.
I mean, hey, wait, when?
I did that like junior year.
What?
You guys don't.
I
I don't
don't remember
remember
it
that.
either.
I feel like that would.
It was for
I feel like that'd be
Yeah.
history
we'd
class. I
remember.
had to dress up like Ella Fitzgerald, so I dressed up in a dress. I got
Okay,
extra.
I feel like I remember that. I'm not sure.
I may have brought clothes to change into and may not have done it the whole day, but I know for at least 2 periods I was in a dress.
That's funny.
Alrighty. Number 9. So I don't actually know if they do this in other states, but in Indiana, they have what's called a PSAT. And I feel like it can be something very intimidating for freshmen, but really, it's not really anything. In fact, it brought a lot of
Oh,
laughs
yeah.
for us
Oh my
because of the
gosh,
memes
yes.
afterwards. But yeah,
So
it's like it's not really anything to worry about.
so yeah, so the PSAT it stands for practice SAT. And it's I mean, honestly,
It doesn't count for
all it
anything,
counts
really.
for is pride. Like
Yeah, it just shows your growth. And
Exactly.
yeah, because like let's see, what did I don't think I got a very good score, but I also like I don't know. I didn't really try too hard on it,
yeah, and you can't take your
but
PSAT score. You can't take your PSAT score seriously because every year I took it, I only got like 830, which is
yeah,
not.
yep,
It's not horrible, but it's not a good score. But then,
yeah,
a year took my SAT and got like an 1100. So you can't take it
yeah.
seriously. You just got to bite your tongue and get through it.
That's how I was.
But yeah, I feel like that. I feel like it can be like really intimidating for freshmen, especially because like, oh no,
Yeah.
it's SAT. Like I'm not ready for that yet, but it's
Well,
nothing really to be
and
that
especially with
scared about.
freshmen, like they dim it down for you.
Yeah.
And I think you're taking like the
Oh
eighth,
yeah,
ninth grade SAT version. So it's like super, it's pretty dang
yeah,
easy, but
Yeah. Not to mention afterwards when you get on your
yeah.
social media, especially Instagram, and look up PSAT memes, it makes it all worth it.
oh man,
Exactly. PSAT memes.
do you remember sitting in Spanish class, Caden, and
Yes.
Mr. Snyder was
Yes.
he was like the sub for the period or whatever because Lemler was somewhere, and we were just dying laughing at these. And Snyder thought there was something wrong with
Yeah.
The memes were the greatest part about the SAT. Like, if you're a freshman going to take the SAT, go on like Instagram or something and look up the hashtag PSAT.
It'll make it all worth it.
You will
And,
not
like,
be disappointed.
Look at the most recent ones too, because like the top ones could be
Yeah.
from like past years or whatever. But oh my gosh, those things are amazing.
Like honestly, senior year, I only wanted to take the PSAT. I mean, seniors don't take it, but I
Same.
only wanted to
Yeah.
take it for the memes.
And also use that as incentive to at least kind of try and do well. Because if you actually read like all the English articles and do the math to understand the memes, so use that as your incentive to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't do it, you
Yeah.
won't understand the memes, bro.
Exactly. All right, jumping into number 10. I'm just going to say it. So, if you show up on the first day of freshman year and you don't know where your classes are, it's because you didn't go to freshman orientation.
Ooh.
Like you need to go to that because it's pretty important. Obviously, I don't know what they're doing with COVID this year, but
yeah, there's no excuse to walk in on the first day and not know where anything is.
Especially if you go to a small school like we did, where everything is within like a 3-minute walk from one end of the school to the other. There's no excuse not to know where your classes are.
Well, and like if you do go to a small school like us, like you should be able to recognize like somebody in the grade above you or like somebody who's been there already, so you can just ask them for help.
Yeah, even if you can't make a freshman orientation, there are other options that you can do. Or you can
get like a tour from a guidance counselor. Like, it's not too hard to me, but
yeah, your freshman orientation is so important. Not even for finding out where everything is, but like they will tell you exactly what their expectations of you are, and they will tell you all the opportunities you'll have, what you need to do, how to do it all. It's so important.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's pretty good.
List.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, towards the end there, I kind of like ran out of some good ones, but I think I did an all right job.
For our first time hearing it, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening, and I hope you come back. I don't know. We haven't came up with an outro yet, so we'll get to it though.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
We do.
We have a Twitter now.
Derek, tell them the Twitter.
The Twitter is at BlueTapesPod.
Nice.
Nice.
There's a 50% chance that there will be a Facebook coming soon, if I ever decide.
Hey.
We also have Instagram. I don't know what the Instagram handle is, but Dominic will tell you.
Okay. It is _blue.tapes. So go ahead and follow
There you
that.
go. Go follow us on Instagram.
I post
and
like
Twitter.
Pictures of what we talk about. So today I'll post pictures of the Columbia City Waco game, and let's see, what else did we talk about? Probably Tech Room, maybe?
Yeah. We did a little bit. We scratched the surface.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
maybe we won't. Maybe we'll save that. Okay.
Yeah,
we'll do some freshman
picks. Anyway,
stuff we talked about.
Yeah, we'll do freshman picks. So.
But yeah, another thing about following us on Twitter, make sure to do that, because in the future we
Ooh.
might have some Q&As, and if you want to ask some questions, definitely follow
Absolutely.
there to get in on that.
So like that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's basically it.
Adios,
Yeah.
fam.
See you guys next week.
Adios.